The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, guys. Barry, Ed, Hubba. Happy hump day, Hubba. Dennis, good morning. Fellas, very good morning. Perry, good morning. Guys, if you're here on trial, good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a terrific afternoon. I did not look at I did not look at my screens once we left. It's a pretty decent day yesterday. A little choppy. The indices were down on the trend candles yesterday. We'll see what we can conjure up today. Guys, today is FOMC. So first off, for those of you that are on trial, we'll do a little education here briefly. For those of you that are on trial, and for everybody in the room that's a trader in general, we take what the market gives us, not what we want. So one of the guys was pointing out to me today, I'm going to show you my totals in the overnight session. Well, your gold it's at 700 and change. It's not at 1,000. I posted last night in Skype. Here it is. Posted last night in Skype. GC may be a heck of a short. That was all the way back here. If you guys aren't reading Skype, it's on you or Teams, right? GC may be a heck of a short. 6:18 p.m. Based on this, offshore CNE rises as China vice premier to meet Besant. Okay? I pay attention to news. At least news that, may, look, here's another one. Mauricio. He lost 3,000 in gold. I mean, you guys, if you're not paying attention to Skype, that's cool. If I see something that will help you, I will post it in Skype. If in fact there's a deal with China or any major country, what does that do to gold? First off, well, we go back into a risk on. Gold then no longer is the risk off trade. That's for starters. Right? Our automated system is a tool. Here's gold on a Ninja Renko, up 760. I ran shorts only. Here's gold on a 1 minute, 880. I ran shorts only. Here's crude, 820. I ran longs only. I also put that in Skype. Morning, guys. CL longs, 618 last night. CL longs, right? And then this morning, I built copper, and that's up 700. Guys, listen, if you guys want to succeed as a trader, there is a modicum, a shard, a very small nugget of common sense that has to come into play. You can't just blindly take trades and think you're going to succeed. There are events outside of our control that do have some correlation to how we trade and what we trade. So again, if I see something, I'm in front of my computer every single night at 6 p.m. Globex Open, every single night. I want to see Delta. What are they buying or selling on the 6 p.m. Globex Open? I want to see what they have bought or sold when I go to bed about 9:15 p.m. So I'm looking at Delta on gold, silver, copper, NASDAQ, et cetera, et cetera. You guys need to get in the habit of that. An automated system may be the absolute best tool you guys ever have if you use it correctly. I've used to use this analogy, and I'm going to use it again. 3 guys go to the store, Ace Hardware, and they buy a chainsaw. The first guy uses it to cut down some small saplings in his backyard. The second guy uses it to cut down bigger trees in his yard. It's the same tool. One cuts down little saplings, one cuts down humongous trees. The third guy's in the hospital, and they're fitting him for prosthetics. So, when you guys say to me, well, mine is down, how is yours up? Well, there's a couple of reasons. We're going to talk about this in education today, but this is for the benefit of everybody in the room right now. I am smart enough to know, as you guys should be, that FOMC is a highly unpredictable event. It's not just about, does he raise or cut interest rates? Morning, Sandy. It's not whether he cuts or doesn't cut. It's what happens at 2:30 in the press conference, and what does the dot plot say? What are these Fed chairs projecting for the next quarter or the rest of the year? Who dissented from cutting? Who dissented from raising? How many dissented? What does Powell have to say in his statement, which is released shortly before the 2 o'clock announcement? So the point I'm trying to make is none of us know any of that. But what we do know is that it's a highly uncertain session. I am trading today nothing that will affect me, meaning I'm not trading my cash account today. I may. I'm not trading evaluations other than discretionarily, which I've done a few trades this morning. I'm up 650 in an Apex evaluation. I'm not trading PA accounts unless it's a discretionary trade, meaning I'm not running PAs on any of my trend candles. Why? Well, after the first 40 minutes, this may become really dull. What does that mean? If you have $1,000 daily goal on, let's just say, crude or gold on the Ninja Renko, and by and large, it's been getting that. Here is effectually what you're asking gold to do for you. Make me $1,000 a night, 5 days a week, 23 trade days a month. You're asking for $23,000 a month on one instrument. I want NASDAQ to do $1,000 a day, another $23,000. I want ES to make me $1,000 a day, another. You are asking 5 instruments to make you effectually $100,000 a month. That's what you're asking. I mean, that's what we have them set for. But is that realistic every single day of the trade month? My personal opinion is probably not, but I'm just winging it here. So when you guys, when you guys tell me, how are you up $700 and I'm down, because I'm also smart enough to turn it off when I look and see chop. Remember, I'm looking at candlesticks and I'm looking at charts. When I see a 1 minute chart on gold or whatever it is doing this, is that something I want to trade? I can't. Well, neither can the automated system. The automated system has zero emotion. If it breaks below the low of that band or the high, it's going to take a trade. But ask yourself, what is, so if the low was 33.94 and the high is 33.94.93 and the high is 95, I've got to move at least $2.50 to get a trade, right? Plus targets. Is there that kind of range in it when I'm looking at it? I mean, I couldn't trade this from 727 really until this breakdown. Pretty tough trade. Now I see it as a short, but who knows? So I'm trying to give everybody, because I know a lot of you guys do not pay attention to the teams. I'm going to say Skype forever. So a lot of you guys don't pay attention to Skype/Teams. I will post in there when I see something. Otherwise, if there's nothing to share, there's no reason for a post. But and please don't take this wrong. It's not my job to monitor how you guys trade. That's not my job. Everyone here is an individual. We're all trying to get paid. But use common sense. Some common sense. Pay attention to the news. There are free news services. I'm no longer using Trade the News. I'm using Financial Juice. You have to send me a message, Frank, personally. Just send me a message, and then I will add you. You cannot, you can't. No one can find Teams. It's a private group or our group, so you have to message me, and then I will add you. And again, I'm not castigating anybody. I'm simply saying, look, you've got to use. Well, Teams, Skype is now Teams. So yes, search me, not by name, Bob Amico 055 on Teams. Send me a message. Hey, Bob, and I'll add you. If you guys are not in the group, you should be. If there's anybody not in the group, request me personally, and then I'll add you. For those of you guys that are here on trial, these candles will make you money. But use some common sense. The only change I've made for the day, I've made one change, just one change. I'm going to try the YM on a Ninzarenko 8-4. Okay? That's it. It's the only change I've made for the day. Moving average, convergent, divergent. It's immaterial what it is on the bottom of my chart. It's useless, honestly. It's useless. It's a lagging indicator. It's a lagging indicator. Oh yeah, my NASDAQ is at 310. It took two trades, that first winner and this second winner, since 7 a.m. when it came on. But it popped up here after first target and took out the trailing stop. I'm trying to help, guys. And part of my personality is, admittedly, I can be a little harsh because I really don't, I have a hard time when people don't use common sense. It's kind of a peeve of mine. I apologize in advance, but I want everybody to succeed. I want you all to make money. Yes, Frank, correct. All together, though, there's no spaces. In any event, FOMC day today, guys, a notoriously difficult, if not the difficult trade. That is absolutely categorically 100% correct, Hubba. 100%. FOMC is typically a very difficult trade. In any event, let's get on with it. So, just to reiterate, I've made a change. I want to try something different on this YM. I'm still trying to find complete consistency in the YM. It is the one instrument where I'm having a hard time finding day in, day out positivity. I've just built that copper. I'll put those settings in the Skype, the Teams group. And if anybody wants to play with copper, that's cool. I'm also working on silver. All right. We have a meeting at 11:30. I'll go back over a lot of this stuff, plus some new stuff. But there's no reason that, again, if anybody had, I want you to think about this. If you had just a reasonable daily goal, reasonable, I'm not talking about sim, let's play with sim and let's see if we can make $10,000 overnight. I'm talking about a reasonable goal. $300 a day per instrument. Well, if you're trading 5 or 6 different charts, it's $1,800 a day. It's what, $9,400 a week, $9,000 a week. It's $36,000 a month on a $300 a day goal. I'm telling you, I believe these will get you $300 a day with your eyes closed per instrument. Is there anybody that refutes that? It's one trade. Yes, Greg, correct. Fucking Greg. Trading with his eyes closed. Of course you do, because you're good enough to do it. Hang on. Let me get you in here, Greg. All right, guys. Greg, you are unmuted on my end.
Morning.
Morning, man. In any event, guys, there is absolutely no reason why, again, and I've traded these on, you guys have seen me trade them on evaluations. You've seen me trade them on funded accounts. I have no reservations about trading a funded account on these trend candles. None. Ken's up 1,180 on an apex evaluation on the NQ. Now you may want to protect that for the day, Ken. I know that these are on until 9 o'clock, and then 9:40 after that. But you may want to protect that. It is FOMC, and again, FOMC is the most notoriously difficult session to trade. Right? We have no idea what he's going to say, or what any of the other Fed chairs have said, or will say, or have said prior to the announcement. We'll get some clarity when they release the statement, but until Powell starts answering questions, I mean, we've seen 150 point, 200 point drops and rebounds in an hour on FOMC. Very difficult trade. And today we'll get some movement, probably a little choppy. There is some speculation that they will cut next month in June. Probably not today, but what we're interested in is what's in the statement. What changed in the statement from this month, from the previous FOMC? In any event, let's get on with it. Let's see if we can't make some money today and get the heck out of Dodge. Greg, I'm going to have to bore you with the disclaimer.
Give it to me.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them. In order to invest in the futures and options markets, do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. This presentation is for educational purposes only. The opinions expressed in this presentation are mine and mine alone. All trades presented should be considered hypothetical and should not be expected to be replicated in a live trading account. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. The ES, but especially like in the summer months when that thing goes into a shell and it's trading in a ES in a 6-tick range. I want nothing to do with that.
Well, I don't know the name of that person that's asking that, but why would you be asking about what's the tick range to trade the YM?
Volatility.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, guys, the probabilities are that, today in general, we're going to be slow and sloppy. We may get some movement, for the first 30 minutes or so, but otherwise this could get silly, sideways, stupid, which is typical of FOMC. So just, if you're going to trade PA accounts or anything, try to get them in early, get your money and be done. If it's $100, it's $100. If it's 500, it's 500. But today's going to be, I hate FOMC day. Come on, get that target. Let's go. A little more push.
Yeah.
There it is. Target one hit. You have a long, guys, above the 5-minute swing high here. So this could break, right? 50 right here, 51, 50 half. We could get a pullback and put in a higher low. You taking that long, Greg, at 50 quarter?
Yeah. 50. I've got mine at 50.
50, okay. Are you in?
No.
You're at daily goal on 4 bots, shutting them down. Hell yeah, Ron. Nice job. Let me see that.
So I was watching some of these AI because they claim that's going to be the next big thing for trading as well. Is bots telling you.
Yeah, well.
You can take all the fun out of it if it actually works.
Goldman Sachs had that 10 years ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Never had a losing trade. We've never lost a trade. He didn't say lost money. He said lost a trade. There's a difference.
I've had trades I couldn't find.
If you never close it, it's never a loss.
Ridiculous.
I mean, that's just blatant false advertising. Blatant.
I'm in with you at 46.
I think Greg's going in at 50.
You getting out at 50.
No, I'm going to take that break of structure here.
No, I'm talking about Sandy.
Oh, he's getting out at 50.
He's going to give me his contract. Type of guy, Sandy.
She's about to blow.
Now, listen, if we get through this area, guys, this 50 area straight away, as Sandy would say in the UK, we get above 55, 56. This is going 995. This is going for a long, long ride. All right, we've gone break even on the trend candles. This is the resistance area right here, 52, as I see it. Small. Delta's about 1,900 and change, so we have a good delta. It doesn't mean we can't get a pullback. It's, pre-market. But I'll show you how I view this on a small time frame. This is a 2-minute right here. That's the standard line on the 2-minute cloud. We get above that 52, 53. This thing's free and clear all the way to 20,000. Now, again, this is the downside to pre-market. Low volume. It just needs to get up through that number. Out here, first target only. But it'll take another long if it goes up. So.
I don't know what that was all about. Did this yesterday too.
Yeah, it's FOMC. I fully expect belligerent price action. I'll show it to you on another. If it breaks below 27.5, we probably are coming down. That's some support, 27.5. Small buyers, small sellers. Otherwise, we could bounce right back up to 45.
Silver. Watch your gold. My gold is still on.
Yeah, my gold is still on too.
Or copper. Copper rolled over hard. So did silver. Wow.
You got a short on copper?
No.
I don't need. Yeah, I mean, at the close of this bar, I'll have a short on copper. All right, target 2 hit here. There it is, up 950, guys. I mean, $1,000 daily goal. It's basically done. I'll put that on a PA account. I don't care. This is on the candles. It must be FOMC day.
Order canceled.
There's target 1, copper.
Order submitted.
Target 2, copper. I guess we can cancel this. I still like the long up there. I mean, you may get a push here at 12, but it's got to come through that same break of structure area up top. Delta's at 300 and change.
Order canceled.
All right, there's the last of it on copper. That's it, it's done.
Order submitted.
That's cool.
Order submitted.
ES is short.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
We're short here on NASDAQ.
Order canceled.
It made $70. And YM is short.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
ES shorted again.
Submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled.
Okay, 550 on ES green, 1 for 1. 275 on YM and 520 on Ninzarenko. 500 on Ninzarenko on Buell Knox.
Order canceled.
All right. Daily goal in on the Ninzarenko YM 500. Daily goals 450. Shall take no more trades. Wouldn't take it even if I didn't shut it off. 1 and done. No, 2 and done.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Short here again. Now again, I'm willing to press my luck.
Order submitted.
ES is also short, and we are now firmly into schlop. You can see it. We're just chopping. Right? This is why I caution you guys to use your heads. I'm trading in Sims, so I really don't give a rat's butt. But up 550 on the first ES trade, up 500 here on the Ninja Renko. I am trading it on an eval on Buellnox, and it's off. I'm keeping the 500. Don't care what it does. This is all sim today. We're just sitting here, guys. Now, if ES gets targets, it's done anyways for the day. So there's a target here. Okay, that's done. I'm not even going to trade him anymore, guys. ES hit freaking target, didn't fill it. Peeve of mine. Come on, you crackhead. 33. It's in the two-handle range. Nice job, Jeff. This is looking like it wants to go up. Nine minutes in, and we've got no real price action here.
Gold looks like a long here, but it is just in the chop at 3,400 here.
Okay.
You might scalp it, ahead of that high at 02. But there's good support now all the way down to 95, but it is just a junky little trade.
Okay.
Comes NASDAQ.
Yeah, NASDAQ is coming.
Like what I see on silver happening. Silver's breaking down. Gold's holding.
All right, I'm flat. Nice job, Pascal. Nice job, guys. Anybody gonna go over totals? All right, let's do totals for the video. This is copper. I'll give these to you guys. I'll give you these settings, guys, in the meeting in 20 minutes. Copper up 1175. Gold on the 1 minute 880. Crude on the 3 minute up 820. Gold on the Ninja Renko up 760. Plus NASDAQ on the 1 minute 950. NASDAQ on the Ninja Renko 630. YM 500. And then the one lone piece of work down 1750 on the ES. First trade was a winner. A couple of losers, a winner. Minus 1750. Looks like a 39.65 net day. Any questions, guys? Let's see here. YM. Any questions, fellas? No, I am not, Kit. And I won't hold anything at this point into FOMC. I made my money. I mean, I went back and forth like all day, and honestly, on that first short, I put an 8-piece on for $800, which was, I listen. I just know that when we're that, like, we're oversold now, the probabilities are. I'll show you. No, I'm in tomorrow. You guys don't pay any attention. I'm out Friday. I've been saying since Tuesday morning. I've changed that, and it's on my 9 o'clock thing. No, the room is open tomorrow. So I'm getting a long signal, right? It's got to stay basically 34 is what I'm guessing. I'm out on Friday. Trade NQ 3 minute. I did not, Ken. I don't have space. I've got charts overlapping charts now. Yeah. No worries. I'm just letting if anybody is confused, I'm in tomorrow.